Let's move on to this then, where some of Timothy Omotoso's accusers will brief the media today. They testified in the trial that the televangelist and his co-accused were acquitted. Several charges linked to rape, human trafficking and racketeering. Now, in her ruling, the judge blamed the state for failing to prove its case beyond a reasonable doubt. Several Chapter 9 institutions have since launched an inquiry into the state's handling of the case. Karinda Jagmohan joins us live now from Braamfontein. It's the distress, it's the disdain, it's the anger that we anticipate to hear then from today, but also just the next steps, Karinda.
Certainly, Arabile. Remember, today, Pastor Timothy Omotoso remains a free man, but in the next 2 hours, we're going to see some of his accusers, those young women who testified in the court accusing him of rape and human trafficking, sharing their story, seated here, sharing their story about those 8 years, that for them has been a painful process. Remember, some of those women had to testify twice, specifically the first witness, Cheryl Zondi. After one of the judges recused himself from the case, she then had to repeat her story, repeat the allegations she made against Omotoso, essentially. And they're also going to speak about the acquittal of the 32 charges against Omotoso and his 2 co-accused. And like you said, what is the next step? At this point, the NPA, the National Prosecuting Authority, has been widely condemned for their handling of the case. And we heard Judge Irma Skuman describing their handling of the case as shallow and one that was lacking intent to uncover the truth. Now, going forward, we do know that there will be an internal investigation regarding the NPA, regarding the prosecutors, the investigators who worked on the Omotoso case, and if possible, the NPA might seek grounds to appeal. If there is an appeal, the young woman who testified during those 8 years will then have to probably come back and tell their story once again, repeat the allegations of rape, of human trafficking, very painful stories they've had to share. So we'll also hear today in the next 2 hours about how they want to see the case handled if it does go forward, and certainly just to see whether or not we might see more witnesses in the case, if any. These were very serious allegations made. Ultimately, all 32 charges acquitted, and Omotoso remains a free man. But we'll give you another update at 9 o'clock, specifically with the CRL Commission. Iman Rapeti will also be reporting here in the next hour.